I'm Roy, the old Suffolk Boy. I'm here in my greenhouse in my garden because I'm not allowed up the old allotment. I'm one of them vulnerable people. I've been shielding, I think that's what they call it. I've got COPD. If you don't know what COPD is, that's a lung disease, it makes you short of breath. They asked me if I smoke. I say I give up 50 years ago. And they said, well, the damage is done when you was a teenager. So I've been up my allotment for 12 weeks now. I bet everything is dead. Nothing's been watered, so it's all got to be dead, except the weeds. I bet they're really grown, and I bet they're 3 foot high and rising. That's what Johnny Cash would have said. Anyway, what I normally do, I had lots of plans this year for my allotment. I was going to have more raised beds, try and make it a no dig. Although, having said that, I do dig it a bit, not much. Because if I start digging, I'll get out of breath. It's not much good. But what I normally do, you see, I grow everything in my greenhouse at home from seed, put them all in pots and cells and things, and when they're big enough, I'll take them up the plot and stick them in. And I found that works a treat for me. But this year, I ain't grown nothing. Well, that's a bit of a lie. I grew 1 or 2 things earlier on in the year. But I thought to myself, if I can't get up my plot, what's the point in growing anything? I can't get up there to put it in. And I thought, and if they do say I can go up, and I ain't got nothing to take up there, I'll be in a right muck and fuddle. So I thought, I don't know. So I cut me loss and I thought, I'll grow a things. And I'll grow a few things. I've got some sweet corn on the go. I've got, what have I got in here? Some cabbages, broccoli, different stuff like that. It never cost me anything because I get all the seed free with my magazine. What does that cost me? Little bit of compost and a bit of time, of course, but then I like doing it. But what I can do, I can show you my lot when I took it on just over 2 years ago, what that was like. That was a jungle, a real jungle. The only thing good about it, I had a little shed on there. It weren't a big shed, but that was a godsend, somewhere to put all your tools and that. So what I'll do, I'll try and show you what I've been doing here. Not a lot, just been waiting to go up the plot. But what I'll do, I'll show you, I've got some video of my allotment when I first took it on, just over 2 years ago, and I'll show you what it was like, and what I done, and how I got it going. And then when I eventually get back up the allotment again, I'll show you all the weeds and everything that's grown. And then I'll have to start all over again, and I'll show you the progress. Right, I'll take you up the allotment now. What it used to look like, a right mess, weren't it? Brambles, thistles, grass, everything was bad. And when I shoot photos of this to my friends, everybody said to me, you're mad taking it on in your age and your condition. I say, but I've been mad all my life. I say, I was mad when I was a teddy boy. I was mad when I was a rocker, and I've done some really mad things in my life. Anyway, I've got the plot. As you can see, that's really thick and bad. But my boy said he'll come up with me 2 grandsons and they'll cut it down. Here they are, strimming away there, trying to cut it all down for me. My boy had an old mower what he bought, and yellow to a strimming, and they made a real good job of it. And I thought to myself, that's good, they raked it all up into a bunch. And I thought, I'd better build some compost. So I built 3 compost bins. My boy gave me some pallets and I built them. There they are, look, all finished, slotted at the front. And they've got a little path in the front. We started to get going. And then I started to do some digging with a spade. Cool, that was hard work. So I managed to get a second-hand backsaver spade where you just dig it in and flip it over. And that's a bit better. And I done a bit like that. And then my boy said to me, look, he said, I've got a load of tarpaulins up the allotment. He said, I'll bring them down for you. I say, cool, yeah, why not? And here I am. I dug all this lot over, and then I started to chrome it. I don't know what you call it. You might call it a rake or something. But this is just an old bent over garden fork on a shaft. That's a lovely tool, that is. After you dug it over rough, you just get it in and pull it through, and that'll bring all the weeds to the top. Well, I say to the top. That'll bring them, if that gets them, that'll bring them to the top. But then that don't stop here. You have to get on your hands and knees with a bucket and pull them all out. That's what I'm now going to do. I got out all the old couch grass, bindweed, and all sorts of stuff. That was hard work, but that made a better job of it. And I was pleased I done it. I don't know what I got there, but I've got some sort of bit of root and I stuck it in there. Anyway, I got all that done and I had to start getting it ready. Now there's all the old tarpaulin that my boy brought me. We laid that all out to help to keep the weeds down. There's a couple of trees there. There's a pear tree and an old apple tree leaning over. And I bought some membrane as well and put down. And then I start building paths and making little beds for putting things in, right? And there up, I've planted all these potatoes, spuds if you like. Well, I'll show you a little bit of what that was like when I first got my plot. We made a few beds and done a little bit. Last year weren't a bad year. I had a few crops off it. Nice beetroot, broad beans, onions, everything like that. I didn't do so bad. And I was happy. This year, as I said, I had big plans. More raised beds. What I do with my raised beds, I make them out of gravel boards. I get 3 2.4 gravel boards. And I cut one in half for the ends, so I end up making 2.4 by 1.2, and in funny money, but that's 8 foot by 4 foot, and I'm going to have them all the same size, and I'm going to have a little inner bit which I can lift out, which will have my nets on. Everything seems to be going okay, but I've shown you what that's like last year. My next video will be when I go back up my plot and I'm allowed to go up there, and you'll see what a mess that is and how I'm going to start all over again. Well, for now, goodbye. See you next time.